Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's around 1:30 right now, and later today I'm going out with some friends. We're gonna go see an improv show in our hometown and go to eat and stuff like that. So I'm really excited, but I want to get ready for that event because we're gonna be leaving here around like 3-ish. So I need to get ready because I only have an hour and a half and I really just want to sit down and chit chat with you guys while I get ready. And I'm going to be creating this look right here. So if you guys want to see how I create this look, then just go ahead and keep watching. So I'm going to do the eyes first because I just got this in the mail. I'm so excited. I think this is limited edition and is now like on final sale. So it's about half off. I hope you guys can still get it because this palette is ridiculous. I haven't used it yet, but I've swatched it, and Anastasia shadows are truly the best. This is what the colors look like. They are so beautiful, mostly natural, mostly neutral, except for this pink, which I will be using in a future video. Not today, but I will be using it in a future video. Like I said, we're gonna do the eyes first, so I'm gonna zoom you guys in, prime them, and get them ready, and then we will move into what we're gonna do on the eyes. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna start with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm just going to prime my lids with this. Then I'm just setting my lids down with the first shade in this palette. It's called Fresh, and it's just like a bone colored shadow. Just setting my lids down with that. Okay, so now that I've got the base set down, I'm gonna take a mixture of Twig and Birch, and I'm going to put those into my crease, really buff them out. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Cinder, and I'm going to put this on my lid, and I'm just going to put this on the lid with my finger. Okay, that shade had quite a bit of fallout, but that's okay. I'm going to take the shade Dystopian by itself, and I'm just going to put this in the outer corner, give it some depth. Then I'm just buffing out everything, and then that's all I think I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, and I'm just gonna clean up the edges. Okay, zoom you guys back out because we're gonna work on the face now. I've already moisturized my face, but I still need to do my primers. So I'm gonna go in with my One Heck of a Blot primer, and then I'm also gonna go in with my Catrice Smoothing Refiner Primer. I'm gonna do the Soap and Glory one all over my T-zone area, and then just concentrate the Catrice one. I'm struggling to talk. The Catrice one, like right around my nose. Right here. My face gets so irritated when I apply primer. Okay, so for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation in the shade F1. Take my Morphe E6 brush. Just start pouncing this into the skin. Okay, now that I've wet my sponge, I'm just going over all of my foundation with a beauty blender, well, a sponge, just to make sure that it's pressed into the skin. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with concealer, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. I still have not picked up a darker shade in this, but it's okay for under my eyes. It's not too bright. I'm going to go ahead and blend this side out first. It looks super duper bright right now, but it actually does oxidize a little bit. So, there's that. I just set my under eyes with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Translucent Powder in Fair. I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Coty Airspun Loose Translucent Powder. I'm almost out of this. Barely any left. Okay, I zoomed you guys back in because I'm actually going to do eyebrows with you guys on camera today, just because I've never really done it. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Tattoo Studio in Ash Brown for my brows. Okay, so I finished up the brows. I will put the brow gel in them at the end after we finished up all the powder stuff. But until then, let's get back to the face. Okay, I'm going to put on some bronzer. My Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. Go to town. Okay, now I'm going to wipe away my little stash. I'm actually going to try something that I saw on Melissa Alatore's video about setting sprays a couple days ago, where after each part of her face, contour of her face, like bronzer, blush, highlight, she sprays her face with some setting spray. So I think I'm going to do that because I just want to try to make my skin look even more skin-like, even with a full face of makeup on. So I'm going to do that with my Mary Kay setting spray. So I'm not going to do too much setting spray, but I'm going to do like just enough to wet my face. Okay, now I have you guys zoomed back in for the lower lash line, and I'm just going to use the brush from the palette, and I'm going to take a mixture of Twig and Birch again, and I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line. And I think that's all I'm going to do on the lower lash line, but I'm going to take my pinky and I'm going to dip into the shade Pearl, and I'm going to pop this on my inner corners. Oh yeah, so pretty. And then I'm going to take a super small brush, and I'm going to take the shade Fresh from that palette and just highlight my brow bone. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to go over those edges with a brush again just to make sure everything's blended. The eyes are looking good. I'm going to pop on some mascara, and then we'll move back into the face. I'm going to use the Baked Milani blush in the shade Rose d'Oro, which is just like a beautiful rosy color, and it has a little bit of a sheen. I'm just going to take that and blend it onto my cheeks. Okay, so I've applied the blush and everything, so now I'm going to go back in with my setting spray and spray my face again super lightly, and then we'll move on to highlighter. And I think for highlighter, I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit highlighter, the loose highlighter. So I'm just going to try and concentrate this a little bit more than I normally would. Just put it right at the tops. Then a little bit on the nose, a little bit up here. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be taking the Colorish Matte Lip Liner in the shade Matting Call. And I have to sharpen it, so I'm going to do that. And then for lips, I'm going to be going into the Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade Toast. Okay guys, so this is the final look using the Anastasia Sultry palette. This is such a beautiful like date night look if you're wanting to do something like that, or either way, it's just such a beautiful look. I really love how the shadows performed, and I think that this is just such a pretty look. And if you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And once you have subscribed, please make sure to turn on the little bell notification so you're notified every single time I upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.